guys? 67 Age Farmer here, bringing you part 2 of my Husqvarna 576 XP chainsaw rebuild, top end rebuild. So this is just a forewarning. Before you put the jug back onto the crankcase, make sure you get the piston in there, get it set in there right, get the jug set in there all the way down, pump it a little bit, get it so it's bottom dead center, and then grab a hold of the jug, pull it up, and then flip it forward like that, and then you can manipulate the carburetor. I left the carburetor kind of attached, and then you can manipulate the carburetor so you can get these 3 bolts on the intake. There's one on each side here on the top and one on the bottom in the middle. That's how you do that. And then now I get to set this back down where the carburetor is supposed to go, put the fuel line back on, put the throttle cable back on, and I should be set. So after that, I got put these bolts in with a 4mm Allen head on both sides. You got 2 of them right there and there, and then you can drop the engine back down with a top end. Drop that back down, and then these pins can go back in these rubber boots. There's one on each side. There's one right there too. And let's rotate this around for you. And I took this rubber boot off right there. I also took off the fuel line on the other side. Note this orientation of that spring. If you guys ever tear that apart and wonder how that goes back together, that is how it goes back together. You want to pull that off with a flat blade screwdriver, pry it off that way, that'll come off. And you also have the ground right there, just an Allen bolt that goes right down in here. Just another 4mm bolt. And then you can tighten down the top end. You got to do this in a cross pattern. Now this is as tight as I can get it with that much leverage. So what I'll do is I'll take a box end of a wrench, slip it on here, and then give it nice 2 good ooga-doogas right there. And you want to go in a cross pattern, so we go on this one over here, find it, and then we can give it good oomph. And then this one over here, it doesn't matter which one you go to start the other part of the cross. You put your wrench back in it. And get a good crank. This one's pretty loose. So now the top end's in. You can put your spark plug wire back in. That just goes in to this bottom clip here and into this top clip here. There you go. I don't have a spark plug for this. I'm going to go run to the Lowe's and buy one. I know they have one. I'm going to get E3. And then now you can check for your... Yep, I can feel it's dry. Some people put WD-40 in them. Sometimes they put them in dry. And then for the throttle cable, all I did is rotate this with my finger. And this slips out, this little notch here comes out the back side and it comes up over the top. So that is all done. I put the fuel line back on. Now it's time for the handle. Put the handle back on. And then you can put this spring on. It won't be so wobbly anymore compared to the handle. And then the muffler, or vice versa. I'm just going to put the handle on first and then the muffler. But she's about done.